Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a good day today. Today, the market was down a little bit, so I really enjoy finishing at even or positive on a day when the market is down. It's kind of a hobby of mine. I love to do that. Well, today I finished even. Didn't make money, didn't lose money. If you were part of the Patreon group and you had the same picks and you made a lot of the same moves that I made within the day, you probably had the same results where you had an even day. Not positive, not negative, but overall with the negative day and all of the fears and different things that are happening with everything, then, you know, even you take that every once in a while. So, especially after such a great day from yesterday. Anyway, month to date, I am at an 18.9% return, and you should be too if you are following this list and following this top 7. And year to date, I am at a 713% gain year to date, so doing very well, way above my 200% goal I set at the beginning of the year. So very, very happy with that. Today I had some day trades to report. The first one was KNDI, an HYRE, an EDRY, and I had about a 1% loss on the day, so real small loss. I was a little skittish to make choices, and I didn't see a lot of the setups that I typically look for in my intraday trading, and so I kind of stayed aside. And also I do admit that I slept in a little longer than I normally do, and it happens. You know, I'm still dealing with a little bit of stuff, but I'm feeling much better, you know, in comparison to my other videos, starting to feel like myself again, which is really wonderful. I like to use Webull as a broker, and the reason why I do is because I can trade as early as 3 a.m. and as late as 7 p.m. at night, and also it's very great at filling orders. I love how with those market hours, how I can set up a buy, and a lot of times on a stock that I'm looking to get into at the target price I'm looking to get into it at, and I can just set it up and let it go and do a good till canceled, and it will fill almost always. And so that's what I really like about Webull. It makes it really easy to do that. So I got some sales to report from the top 7. I sold IBM for a 0.35% gain, and I sold DNB Dunn Brothers for a 4.2% loss, and I sold ADC for a 4.9% loss. So what happened with those two is that on Monday they had that announcement where Pfizer came out and talked about how they had that 90%, and so I bought those stocks on that day, and it just too high in them, and so did not get them at a good price. And what happened with that, so I started off negative with those. They did recover, and actually they weren't that bad at picks. It's just I bought them so badly. Anyway, it's going to happen so often. You know, as I always talk about, it is so important to get a good entry point, and on those I did not. But you might ask yourself, and I get this question, why sell it at a loss? If you're behind, why not just hold it? Well, for me, it's opportunity cost. So I could have held Dun & Bradstreet until it turned around, which it would have taken it a while, and I would have missed out on other opportunities because I wouldn't have had that money available. I wouldn't have that capital available to use towards a different stock that I liked or a new insider. And it costs actually a lot more money to wait and hold to do that. I've seen a lot of investors do that where they're like, well, I'll just hold it. I'm down and I'm just going to hold it, or I'll buy more. Yeah. And they add to a losing position, and then the stock never turns around. It just never happens. And then they miss out on other opportunities, and they never have enough capital to buy and get into those kind of things because they were holding this dog that they just needed to cut their losses on. It is part of the game. You are going to have losses, whether you like that or not. And so it's best to minimize those losses and minimize the time that you're in those stocks, because time is money in the stock market. It's so very important that you just move on sometimes. For me, with my insiders, even if I'm down in them, I'll sell them at a loss and move on and find that next one that's going to be good. And I have had a lot of success doing that, turning my money over and over and over again, and not being stuck in any particular stock. Never being a bag holder, just deciding to cut your losses and move on. It is okay to lose money on a stock. It's going to happen. Okay, so let's get to the top 7 and others. We have a lot of great stocks to cover, and so I want to leave plenty of time because there's quite a few of them on this list today. And the first is Radius Health, and Radius Health has really been terrific since adding it to the list. This is RDUS. Hopefully you got in on this when we recommended it in the group. Everyone in the Patreon group and everyone in our Discord should be up around 9.24% in this. My average in it's $14.51. And on Thursday, this finished up 1.70%, so this has really been doing well. And 10% owner Biotech Target NV bought 10,000 shares in open market, and analysts have an average target on this stock at $20.25, and it has been up almost every day, every single day, all the way throughout the time that we've had it. So this has been a very steady insider. It's been really, really good. All right. The next is Quad Graphics, QUAD. And on Thursday, this had a rougher day. This finished down 5.17%. My average in it's $2.62. And since recommending it in our Discord, it is down 1.53%, so just a little bit. John Sheely, director, bought shares in open market, and it was a very bullish transaction, and I thought that this one would really move upwards. It does have a terrific upside. Analysts have an average target on this stock at $6 a share. Hopefully we'll finish out and it will have a good rebound from what happened today. All right, the next is WRTC. This is Wrap Technologies, and I really like this stock, even though on Thursday it finished down 0.33. My average at $6.20, and since recommending this in the Discord, it is down 0.69%, so just a little bit. But Scott Cohen, executive chairman, bought $76,000 worth in open market, so I really liked the transaction, and it was easy to get into. And so this is not worked out yet, but it's just a little bit down. It is one that has explosiveness. There was one point in the day on Thursday where it was up over 6%, and I thought about taking profits on it and moving on, but I think there's a lot more to it than meets the eye here. I think this one's really going to go up. Analysts have an average target on the stock at $9.75, so there is plenty of upside. All right, now for the top 7. And number 7 is PRGO. And on Thursday, this finished up 0.93%. My average in it's $48.04. And since recommending this stock, it is down 1%, but it's another one that could really turn around. This is a great dividend payer also. But 2 different directors bought an open market, and that's really kind of my favorite. That's what I look for. Multiple officers to buy shares in open market, pay the same price me or you would pay. Those are the type of stocks I like to get in and then ride the momentum after it's happened. Analysts have an average target on this stock at $56.50. So there is plenty of upside on this also, and so I think it will be really good. If you are looking for a group, if you are looking to not go it alone, I highly recommend our Patreon group. We have a link in the description down below, and we have 2 different levels. We have a basic level, and in that basic level, we cover all the insider picks, so everything that's in the top 7. I talk about not only when I buy it, how much I paid for it, what I recommend, don't go in at higher than this. This is a good deal for it. You get access to me and a lot of other fantastic traders in there. And this is just even at the basic level. Now at the standard level, you get a lot more. You get not only me, but you get my buddy John Anderson, and you get a lot of access to us, and we cover all of my day trade picks. So all my pre-market day trade picks that I like to do, and any of them throughout the day that I see where there's a volume spike, I set out alerts throughout the day. And then also that options room, man, that thing is fantastic. I just watch those guys do their thing in there. And if you are looking to make quick profits, that options room is really fantastic. And that's available to all standard members also. You should check it out. I think you'd be glad that you did. For the small amount of money that it costs, you will make it up with one great trade. All right, number 6. Number 6 is New Relic, NEWR. And on Thursday, this finished down 1.30%. My average in it's $54.16. And since calling this out, it is up 1.31% in our Discord. And David Henschel, director, has been loading up shares, and analysts have an average target on this stock at $70.40. And so I think this is one that will continue to do well. This has been a great stock for us so far. Number 5 is Corcept, CORT. And on Thursday, this finished down 3.53%. My average in it's $18.82. Since recommending this on our Discord, it is down 2.23%. But more insider activity was reported Thursday night. So this is going to get a nice boost, in my opinion, tomorrow. And this is the perfect time to get in it. I mean, we're all down it in the group. We're going to stay in it because now there's been new insider activity on it. And so we're in it for at least a few more days. And Leonard Baker, director, bought $242,600 worth. And analysts have an average target at $18.75, but it's obvious that the directors and some of the other officers feel that that is kind of bogus because they are buying with their own money. So that nothing is more a support for a stock than an officer spending their own cash, their own hard-earned money in buying their own company. And so they know something. It's the news before the news. So something big's going on. Now that we've had more insider activity, I really, really like that. I think that's going to be really good. Number 4, this one I think is really going to do great, and it's really starting to pop for us. And if you have been in this since I first recommended it, it has been a roller coaster, I will admit. But Now it's really starting to go, and this is Molecular Templates, MTEM. And on Thursday, during the day, more insider activity was reported. So B-flat biotech keeps loading up. So now we are at 8 business days in a row that B-flat biotech has bought shares. That is really, really bullish, and I don't see an end to it. So now analysts have an average target on this stock at $20.84, and on Thursday this was up 4.02% during the day, and then after hours it got a nice bump because of that insider activity. My average in it's $9.29 since calling this out in the Patreon group. In our Discord, we are up in it 8.56%, but in after hours that actually jumped up to around 17% up. Really, really looking good, and you're not too late on this. I mean, this has a high analyst target, and this is happening every day. Now, we had some stocks like Vox, VOXX, if you remember on this list, that we made 40% on, and also ones like Safe, and some of the people put call options on Safe, and man, we made 200% on that one. Really, really good. So this Molecular Templates is going to be a good one for you to load up on. If you're in YouTube and you're not part of our group, try it out on this one, you know, get into this guy, because I think that this is really going to fly. All right, number 3, CDTX, and this is brand new to the list. This is Sidera, and on Thursday, this finished up 23.53%, and that's why you want to be part of this Discord group. I called it out right away, and all the members in our Discord group are up, or should be up, right around 7.73% since the call out. My average in it's $2.33, and the CFO and CEO bought shares in open market. I love CFO purchases. That is my absolute favorite. Those are the most explosive typically of insiders. So if you are looking for an explosive insider, Sidera is going to be it because of that CFO purchase, and hopefully we get more purchases. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be really great. I'm excited about it. Number 2, I like this one because it's got my name in it, and this is VRAY. VRAY. So VRAY, this one's brand new to the list. And on Thursday, this one was up 11.80%. My average in it's $3.52. Since calling this out, it's actually down a little bit. This one was tough to catch. I didn't get a very good buy on this, but the CEO loaded up $500,000 worth of shares in open market. Analysts have a target on this at 366, but the CEO would disagree with you because they put up their own money, and they believe it's worth quite a bit more than that, because that's the only reason why officers use their own money to buy shares. I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. All right, number one is Myriad Genetics, MYGN. And on Thursday, this did finish down 0.60%. It is brand new to the list. My average in it's $17.37. Since calling it out, we are down 3.86% in it, but I just like this one. Director loaded $250,000 worth in open market, and I'm expecting this one to do great tomorrow. Lots of great ones on this list, some stocks that you'll definitely want to check out for tomorrow. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you please do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, please share this video with your friends. It really helps out the channel. Also, if you could please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications, I would appreciate that. I'm wishing you all the very best tomorrow in trading, and let's have a fantastic weekend and finish this week off right. This has been a fantastic week also with 5 Prime Therapeutics. You know, that was a lot of fun, definitely. Hopefully you got in on that 350% gain like I did. Those are definitely fun. I need one of those every once in a while, and so it was really great to get one of those after dealing with everything with the election and all that kind of good stuff. Hoping you have a great Friday, and Raythoven out.